Welcome back to Wager Talk TV. This is Pavlos to break down the last quarterfinal of the World Cup. This one is between Argentina and Switzerland. Goes on Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern. But before that, I got a 4% best bet loaded for Friday. It's a parlay in the Spain game, and I also included a couple of smaller bets, 1% each, plus 350 and plus 370. Just for some extra profit. I think, stats suggest and history suggests that these have very good chances of landing. 9-1 in my 4% best bets in the World Cup, plus 32 units, I believe. 11-1 in my last 12 4% releases, and 15-4 in my last 19, plus 43 units. So 4% best bets are going really well. 20-5, 80% win rate in my World Cup best bets, rated 3% or higher, plus 48.85 units. Number 2 in World Cup profit. Guys, I know we didn't have a couple of winners in the last 2 days, but we're still having a pretty solid World Cup so far and looking to finish strong. I'm gonna load my plays for Saturday's quarterfinals, Norway, England, and Argentina, Switzerland on Saturday, because there is a lot of moving pieces, a lot of players who we don't know if they're gonna play. Again, I got burned by Switzerland's last game. I don't want to get burned again. Now onwards to our free play. Argentina versus Switzerland, Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Let's look at the odds here. Argentina minus 315 to qualify. Switzerland plus 273 to qualify. For 90 minutes, Argentina minus 145 favorites. The draw plus 260. Switzerland plus 485 underdogs here. The spread is set at 3/4 of a goal, 0.75 basically, a split line between half a goal and 1 goal, and the total is set at 2.25. Right off the bat, I like the under 2.25 goals here, minus 115. Argentina will never learn. After what happened to them against Cape Verde, the same thing or something similar happened against Egypt, where they were down 2 goals and they did a massive effort to turn the game around in regulation, which is really weird. I don't want to go into referee decisions, whether that was a penalty kick on Salah. It's the result that matters, and Argentina, I think they're going to be a bit careful in this game, in the sense that, there's alarm bells ringing. They conceded against Jordan, Cape Verde, Egypt. I think they're going to have to keep it tight against Switzerland. And Switzerland, guys, again, we had a 5% on Switzerland, Colombia over 2 goals. There was no way of knowing that Manzambi got injured in the last training session before the game. Vargas also got injured, so 2 of their best players in the tournament, Manzambi with 3 goals, 2 assists, Vargas with 2 goals and 1 assist. Basically, the whole offense runs through these 2 guys. So with both of them injured, Manzambi didn't play a single second. Vargas was introduced at the 90th minute or whatever for the extra time. Colombia really scared in that game, and obviously a goalless draw. Now Switzerland, they're going to try to shut the game down versus Argentina. To be honest, I don't think Manzambi is going to play, so it's going to be like, Rieder, Amdouni, some players that have had really, really minimal playing time in this competition are going to be forced into the starting lineup because they don't have anyone else. Maybe Vargas gets the starting nod, but there's no way of knowing. So I think Switzerland will try to keep it tight. Argentina will have to learn from their mistakes in the 2 previous rounds. So under 2.25 goals at minus 115 basically means that if you bet $100 on that, $50 go to the under 2.5 goals and the other 50 go to the under 2 goals. So basically this bet wins at 0 or 1 goals in regulation. If there are exactly 2 goals in regulation, half of the bet is pushed and the other half is won. And in 3 goals or more, this bet loses. Again, I'm not sure if this makes my card, but this looks like a game where Switzerland will just try to destroy it, just like they did against Colombia. Argentina playing with 4 midfielders in a 4-4-2 or 4-1-3-2 formation. Their 4 midfielders are all like holding midfielders: Fernandez, McAllister, De Paul, Paredes. At some point they're gonna have to just safeguard the defense a little bit. Now, what also caught my eye is that Argentina, even though they conceded 2 goals to Egypt, 2 goals to Cape Verde, they don't allow a lot of shots on target. 2, 1, 1, and 0 so far. So basically under 2.5 shots on target against for Argentina in this World Cup. All 5 matches had under 2.5 shots on target against for Argentina. And if we go back to the previous World Cup, under 2.5 shots on target in 6 of 7. The only game that Argentina conceded more than 3 shots on target was the final against France, and actually all 3 of them came past the 80th minute. Goals by Mbappe at the 80 and 82nd minute, and then another desperation shot by Rabiot at the end. So, I mean, even in the Copa America, only 2 of their 6 matches had 3 or more shots on target by the opposing team. So, and again, I looked at their qualifiers, only on the road against Venezuela, Brazil, Colombia. You know, only Colombia tend to like shoot the ball a lot in Argentina's net. So, and I know Switzerland shots on target so far in the tournament were 2 versus Colombia, 5 versus Algeria, 4 versus Canada, 7 and 7 versus Bosnia and Qatar. I keep those last couple of matches away because they were against very bad teams. So what I'm trying to say here is Switzerland under 2.5 shots on target is plus 120 at MGM. I'd bet this to even money, maybe minus 105. Again, Argentina will have to keep it tight. And by the same token, Switzerland under 7.5 shots, doesn't have to be on target, is minus 102. Guys, this is where I'm going with this game. I think Argentina will have to keep it tight. Switzerland, they have their 2 of their best players banked up. One of them is probably not going to make it. The other one is not at 100%. Switzerland will try to keep it tight. 1-1, 2-0 win for Argentina. Now, if Argentina keep doing the same mistakes at the back, Switzerland can hurt them. But based on what I saw by Switzerland in the game against Colombia, I think they're just gonna try to keep it tight. So before my recap, I got a 4% best bet. It's a parlay for the Spain versus Belgium game. 9-1 with those in the World Cup, 15-4 in my last 19. I included also 2 smaller plays. All my plays for Saturday are gonna be loaded on Saturday as soon as I have all the information in my hands. Now let's do a recap here. I like the under 2.25 goals in regulation, minus 115. I like Switzerland under 2.5 shots on target, plus 120. I like Switzerland under 7.5 shots, minus 102. Or maybe Switzerland under 8.5 shots, minus 165. If you don't mind the juice, you can bet this as a single or as a straight bet, or you can use it in a parlay. So there you have it. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this game, and good luck with your bets.